Alright, good evening everybody and welcome. It's been a little while since I've done a 3v3 tournament stream, so that's what we've got tonight. DoD, Deities of Death Clan, has been hosting a fall tournament, 3v3 style, single elimination bracket, and we have reached the semifinals. I haven't streamed any of the games yet, I've been pretty busy, really don't have much time to do that kind of stuff lately. So we will end up doing the semifinals and then the finals. So tonight will be the first semifinals, maybe tomorrow the second semifinals, and then the finals. I don't think they've been played yet. I haven't really been following the tournament at all. I actually don't really know the teams other than their names. So it's a best of five. And it's free choice for map 1 and map 2, a lower seeded team, higher seeded team. I'm looking right here. And then map 3, a little bit unusual. Lower seeded team chooses from Acropolis, Alfheim, Erebus, Team Migration, or Watering Hole. So a couple weird maps along with a couple normal ones. And then map 4 is the same thing, just the other team. And then map 5, if we get to a game 5, we have Erebus. I don't know if I've ever seen a 3v3 on Erebus. So hopefully we get a game 5, at least in one of the semifinals and the finals. Otherwise, the teams that we have tonight is Bonaire versus Shelbties. There's actually the long name of Bonaire is, oh, I forget, something to do with Bonaire, which I really don't know what it's even talking about. I guess I'm kind of out of the loop. But the Shelbties is a DoD team consisting of Sheltie and Shelby, who I guess maybe isn't DoD anymore. And then I think there's one other player that's on it, but we'll see. So I'm kind of going in blind into all of this, and we're going to go into game number 1 right here, which will be somebody's home map. I'm not really sure who. So make Bonaire great again, that's the team. So we are in game number 1, which looks like we're Medit. And yes, we are Medit. So looking at the names of Bonaire, clearly they are some sort of Smurfs or something, because I don't know who these players are. We got Abdullah, Adrian, and Ahmed, so I guess we'll just go by their colors. We'll keep it simple tonight. Apologies to anyone that may be colorblind, but yeah, I don't know who these players are. Hello, Zebchi, long time no see, and I always wreck your name, Miltiades Pro. Good to have you guys along. So what are we looking at as far as gods? We have Gaia, and we have Hades, and then we have Zeus. Now on the top side is our DoD players. We've got Shelby, is Loki, Fox is Kronos, and Sheltie is Kronos. So Fox and Sheltie not really going their main god. Shelby's going his main god. Kronos is kind of a popular pick these days on Mediterranean because you get double deconstruct on somebody's dock, which I think we'll see right now. And then as soon as they build it, they'll probably get another dock. It'll get deconstructed. And then we'll probably see 2 temples, time shifting over here, with 3 oracles from each of the Kronos Prometheans, hopefully trying to get purple Bonamed off of the map, or at least off of the water, and then it kind of turns into a 3v2 on the water. But there is going to be a Zeus possible ceasefire. And which one is Zeus? Which one is... Okay, so Bonamed is the Zeus, and then this is the Hades. So the Hades does have sentinels if it starts getting a little too crazy. Okay, double dock. Alright. So doing a double dock just so if he gets deconstructed again, it's not really the end of the world. But even though, I mean, so he doesn't get deconstructed, but the double dock still slows down the build quite a bit. It does get the Gaia trees though. Gaia trees are very helpful for everything. Let me just double check and make sure everything's working. It is. I've been having some issues, technical issues. Had to switch out mice again. My old one apparently is permanently now deceased, so I'm on a new one until I actually reordered my old mouse. It's a 2003 Logitech optical mouse, and I reordered one. I found one online on Amazon. used. So hopefully whoever I bought it from is very gentle with the used mouse. So because it's very different. I never realized how, because I've used the same mouse since 2004. I never realized how different a new mouse can be. Yeah, so we're going to see the double Chronos probably going up pretty quick to attack Bonaire docks, and then you'll just see kind of the standard Loki. Should go pretty heavy on water, though they actually could really kind of change this around and do double Chronos rush plus Loki rush on land on the Gaia, but there still is Sentinel and ceasefire, so they're probably just going to go standard, just a heavy water push. Town centers are in range of water, which makes water late game important, so there's going to be 6 town centers within range of siege boats. That will make things a little bit interesting if we get there. But Zepchi and Mr. Pro, hope things are going well for you guys. This is a best of 5, so we'll be here for a while. I've got myself some Halloween candy. I'm going to get myself all jacked up on Halloween candy so we can make it through the 5 games. Because 30 minutes ago I was kind of half falling asleep on the couch, and now I am streaming some recorded games. So Shelby will be up just before 5 minutes. Oh, there's the observer recording games. Oh. Okay. Halloween not a thing in Greece. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, so we are seeing the Sentinels, at least one set, getting down here, and this is prompting out the Hades Sentinels. So we probably... Okay, so they're still going forward with the time shift. Now, Red time shifted his dock way too late, I think. Yeah, he lost to Promethean. Watching the Joe versus Pegasus. Yeah, that was a while ago. I think that was maybe on the extended edition, so maybe a little bit leggy, I think. We got 4 docks down here, so maybe we'll get some... If they do deconstruct, it's not really a big deal. In fact, Abdullah almost wants them to deconstruct at this point, because then he gets the 120 wood back, and he really doesn't need 4 docks. Am I going to play tonight? Probably not. Maybe if this is a best, if this is a 3-game win, I might. But yeah, these... I don't know why you would continue to go in against a player who got Sentinels used on him, but we've got Sheltie down here on Purple's docks, and it's just red so far. Where is Shelby's a little bit slow, looks like, to get boats out. But yeah, I feel like if you're gonna do Chronos, actually this was blind pick too, wasn't it? Oh, the insta kill with the Carnivora. But yeah, this was blind pick, so because I was gonna say doing double Chronos into a Hades Zeus, it probably isn't the best thing. But if it's blind pick, they wouldn't have known. But Bonaire is quite a bit behind as far as boat production. That's just because he got that early deconstruct and built an early second dock. But the question is, can Shelby and Fox hold on the top side? And really, they've gotten absolutely no value out of their land army. Just using the Sentinels and then the docks defending is kind of completely ended that. It's actually, if Shelby and Fox fight at the same time, they should win this fight. And Monroy, I'm doing good. How are you, man? Thanks for asking. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, see, like Shelby right here is really kind of tentative, and Fox kind of going forward, trying to finish off that Carnivora. And Sheltie still has the advantage. Okay, he used the name. Well, now I know. What is the pro from? I guess I was kind of thinking it was all connected. Oh, a restoration, a little bit premature. Used by Bon Adrian for the Bonaire team. Probably really didn't need to use it yet, because they weren't really in a big fight. And, generally you want to, because you're pro, I was wondering if that was it. Generally you want to save restoration for as long as you can for, like, the biggest boat fight of them all. And now we see a boat fight, and it's actually not going immediately well. Now we see restoration down here, which forces Shelby to go back, or Sheltie, I should say. But this is a pretty even fight. I think he'll end up going to Dodd's way because Abdullah just doesn't have very many boats, like in comparison. Just not a lot of boats, which I think he could probably have more than what he has, since he really didn't get hurt hard by the early deconstruct. But now we have both restorations have been used, and there is no ceasefire because they both went restoration. And Sheltie does have the advantage. He just doesn't want to fight underneath all of these docks, which if he's going to be that scared of these docks, having this huge boat army isn't exactly advantageous. Purple needs to fall back underneath the dock. He's a little too far forward. But, I don't know, Shelby... Okay, there we go. Nice deconstruct. He should actually continue fighting this, now that that one dock has been deconstructed. And, uh-oh, Shelby is fighting, and... Oh, he's going to run right next to this. Oh, you get another insta-kill. Like, Sheltie right now has the huge Navy advantage. What he should really be doing if he doesn't want to fight under these docks is come over here and do a triple. I mean, Atlantean boats sail faster than non-Atlantean. But with both restorations being used without a whole lot of value, I would think that DoD should, or the I guess the Sheltie team should be able to get the advantage on the water now. Though I think Sheltie picked a bad fight here. Does it have a forward barracks? Do we have any town centers being grabbed? We do. We actually have 2 being grabbed by I'm going to assume these guys are JSS. Gaia is probably Miracle Man. Or probably got Chef as one of these 2. And then maybe Count or Elmo? Probably not Elmo. But these guys are playing like JSS. I've seen enough JSS maps or games where that's what I'm gonna guess who they are. I could be wrong. Maybe it's me. So yep, I think team DoD is a little bit slow to get their town centers, and now we have Shelby grabbing his first one. And we do have Fox grabbing one, but they're a little bit slow in grabbing their town centers and really haven't exactly pushed the enemy off of fish, even though they have the advantage. Now they're pushing right into all these docks, and this is going well for the Shelbties. As we can see that Abdullah has been pushed completely off of fish. And they're going to eliminate the rest of this navy here. So at this point, the war boats need to be stopped by the Shelbties so they don't overproduce. And this should be enough to win the water. So stop your auto queue, reposition all of your eco, because what you don't want to do is overproduce on water and make, because every extra boat you make is 150 resources wasted. So I think, okay, so Fox is stopped, getting his per sign upgrade. Shelby is now stopped, and Sheltie is still making boats, and he needs to stop his boats. He's got 2, oh, he just did right now, look at that. It's like he's listening, even though these games aren't live. And now Purple is doing what Purple should do when you lose water. Try to get some raids in, because actually that would allow him to be fishing now if he were to ungarrison his units. And we do have Sheltie has taken the land advantage against Purple, who's not even close to grabbing a town center, or at least finishing one. I guess he will be building. I think he's hoping to build one. What kind of resources he got? Oh, that's the wrong player. Oh, we need some food. So, yeah, he's not going to get that because he needs 50 more food yet. And he doesn't have many boats, so he might be able to soon. And, oh, wow. Abdullah actually had a ton of boats up in his dock. Because these guys all popped out. But they still don't have enough numbers, so probably a waste of resources. Because I don't think this is going to force the Shelbties to... Oh, well, Shelby is making a few more boats. Really doesn't need to. They still have the boat advantage. So as soon as Fox comes up and they can actually, Fox could collapse. Yeah, don't sail right at him, sail behind him, and that's gonna get Teal in a pretty bad spot. Where he's, yeah, his best way to run is actually forward, but he's gonna take a lot of boat damage because boats can't dodge arrow fire like normal units can if they're fast enough. So I don't know if they really got much value out of making those extra boats. And Fox should get on the fish now. Shouldn't chase, which he is. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why Shelby didn't follow, because actually his boats would win this. And instead Fox is going back while Shelby is idle, and this is allowing actually all of Team Bonaire to fish. 3-3-1. Oh man, purple is only at one town center. Bless me. Whew. Bless me. Man, I need a button to turn my mic off. What kind of relic we got sitting right here? Thundercloud Shawl. Even more resistant to Pierce Armor. That's actually pretty good. Shelty is at a pretty good spot against his opponent here. Just needs to be careful not to lose a lot of units when he doesn't need to. He's up 3-2 town centers. We do have Apollo up for Bonadrian, who could potentially try some sort of underworld, but he is Hades, so he doesn't get the Zeus infantry siege bonus. But Bonadrian is going to have to help on the bottom side because Ahmed is substantially behind. Still have a few boats here, kind of annoying the fish. I don't know why they never like cleared those boats out. Now Fox is coming back to clear these boats out. Okay. And he got that relic I looked at too. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we have two of the Shelbty players are on this side, and just one Abdullah. They should push. I mean, it does look like Abdullah is kind of fortifying this up, but it's just an Atlantean town center, an Atlantean tower, nothing really too crazy or exciting. We do have just two Greek heroes and a Minotaur here, but yeah, definitely go forward because there's not much of an army here. A couple Kiro Ballista, which do well if they can hide in the back against infantry. And get on the... We might have a couple deconstructs still. Yeah, we got one deconstruct if they need to. And we have flaming weapons being used on, what is it, just like 8 hearse here? Not really sure this was the greatest flaming weapons, but they're gonna win this pretty heavily. Because it looks like Bonadrian is going for a mythic, or it was, or at least an underworld. And he's not here to help out at all. So that will be the end of Abdullah's forward town center. And I feel like with them losing on both sides of the water, it probably won't turn out so well for Team Bonaire. This random bird spawned in a very poor spot. Well, it didn't spawn here, it just kind of flew up here for no real reason other than to die. And yeah, the pocket is just, looks like he's trying to do a underworld. Is up Hephaestus, but kind of too late to do much to assist. Like, really would have been of much more value to have his army on the flank. And we have chaos used on a bird and a few of Murmillo. But yeah, you're losing on both sides, and your pocket really is doing nothing up through the 16-minute mark. But might be looking at some sort of... Okay, here's the Pegasus for the underworld, but remember, it's just Hades who does not get any sort of infantry siege bonus, so the killing of base will be its fast. You do have a Colossus. Do we have any Atlanteans aging up with Helios yet? It doesn't look like it. So we'll end up killing the town center. question is, okay, it looks like Fox is going to help defend. You know, the reinforcements, though, for Sheltie are kind of far away. But Ahmed doesn't have the army really to push. He's got just 6 hoplites, so he won't really be able to push through this town center, which will allow Sheltie to fall back and defend. And really losing 1 town center when Sheltie has 4 isn't a big deal. Red should... Okay, here he is, just forward building. Alright, and Shelby should try to do some back attacks. Rather than push through here where all of this army and these sentinels are, Shelby should really just run around the back and come around down here and come at this completely wide open back town center. And yeah, we have the attack up here. A couple watchtowers coming in for Sheltie just to help defend. These few hoplites are actually doing a little more. That's because the town center isn't killing the hoplites. Because there's actually like quite a few hoplites that are almost dead here. And they're not, it's just targeting Jason. Like if they were to have killed all the hoplites, this town center wouldn't go down. So actually they're so far gotten a lot of value out of this underworld, more than I thought they'd get. Yeah, this town center should not have gone down the way it did. We do have a traitor, and now we do have Fox up Mythic. Oh, Shelby, you should not be attacking here. Need to run around the corner. So actually, Sheltie is going to... They will get 2 town centers. This is going a lot better than I kind of thought. And Shelby wasting his efforts attacking the strongest part of the map up here is also really, really bad. I always say this is, and of course it's easy to watch the recorded game and say what shouldn't be done, but you want to attack the weakest spot if you can. And just by spending the 30 seconds and running around to back here, so much of a weaker spot than this. So keep that in mind. Try to attack where the enemy is weakest. But Bonaire is doing quite a 2v1 here. And Sheltie's going to lose his forward town center. And we've got Terma, which isn't really... not very effective late game, just because of the micro that it requires, and generally most players, even the top ones, aren't good enough to micro the Terma so that they're shooting at enemy archers. Needs to deconstruct on a fortress here, and we've got another fortress. These Hika Gigantes should probably be enough to kill this underworld. They have a substantial amount of crush damage, and Shelby is still pushing through this here. Or trying to, anyway. Alright, so the underworld is gone. There are just 4 villagers building here, so not enough buildings to replenish the army. So this will be beaten back, but at the loss of 2 forward time. Oh man, Shelby, what is he doing? He used Nidhogg down here, I think, to stop the Vills making the town center, but now he's completely forgotten about the Nidhogg, who is attacking the town center while Odysseus is slowly massacring the Nidhogg. And we still have Shelby just basically banging his head against this wall of defense here, when it's just so much more open down there. Nidhogg is killed without any value at all. And we have some ballista here, which actually don't do too much damage to buildings until flaming weapons, or not flaming weapons. What is it? Burning pitch? No, that's not it. Flaming arrows? Whatever technology it is. They don't actually do a lot of damage to buildings until they get that technology. Now, Fox does have Vortex. Abdullah has Implode. Now, Fox is using Vortex right down here. Really not a lot of value. I don't think this will really end up in... It's not even a lot of an army. Not a big army. Really should not have Vortexed. down here. Now we have the implode. Ooh. Cool god power. It kind of sucks overall, but it's still fun to watch all the units just kind of come swirling into the implode here like it's some sort of like carnival ride. Like for some reason it didn't want to suck these units up, and it really barely does much damage to buildings, so like it's such an underwhelming god power. But Sheltie is now kind of way behind, and that vortex, not a lot of value out of it. And this attack here is kind of a throw. Like if Shelby attacks here, I would say that the Shelbtie team would win the game, because then you could split this entirely off. Because there, yeah, if he would have brought his, I think he had like 4 Battleborn and a bunch of Earths here, he just runs around the side and comes here, he kills this town center, and you don't have this wall of defense to deal with. And now we've got a ton of hoplites up here, but we got a lot of Arcus. We do have now, keep in mind, and okay, we've got some boats now, the town centers in water range. Very important. We've got the North Siege ships, which are pretty strong. And this attack has been beaten off, but Sheltie is way behind. Look. Oh, hold on, what in the world am I pressing? H4 Hephaestus coming up for purple. And yeah, this fight is going, oh, and Perseus in with the insta-kill. And we don't have any forward builds either by Fox. And okay, Shelby trying to get a back build. He really just want to defend here if you can, and then back build. And do your back build stuff. He time shifted a house from here to here. Alright. Okay, did get this one town center down. It's kind of a shame that this fire ship is finishing off these boats, because we've got a couple idle arrow boats right there. And really should get a few more siege boats on this town center to bring that one down. And with a double down here, they should be able to maybe push all the way back. But I don't know if... This game is getting close. Meta games can tend to be pretty boring. So far this one hasn't been, and now we're getting pretty juicy, where it's a bit of a seesaw, where Fox is having to focus the help down on this side, which means the Shelbties are winning the bottom. And now Shelby is kind of facing a 2v1 on the top, and it's a bit rough for him right now. And his back bill, he did not quite get his hill fort up. Oh, it's like at 99%. That sucks. And killing the other fortress, or not the fortress, the other town center. So purple is down to 2 town centers again, and actually doesn't have a whole lot going for him right now. We've even got the tradered Colossus. Like, they're gonna, the Shelbties are gonna be able to march all the way to here just instantly, whereas Bonaire's having a hard time pushing through here. But we'll see if we, okay, now we have some responding siege boats from the Bonaire team. This back build has been done, except for this. There's still that little building there. And now we have the siege boats, I think, are, yeah, coming to this town center here, now that they've done their work down here. And the siege boats can leave because of the advantage in the armies. And Sheltie's forward building with six citizens. Mr. Oh man, Baez? I don't know. Good to see you on this calm Friday night. Everybody's out partying, and I'm partying at my house with my Halloween candy. So far, Shelby's been holding pretty well against this double, though. And we have, again, siege ships and this random transport ship here. Maybe not so random at all. But yeah, this game is kind of seesawing back to the Team Shelby's favor here. Again, it feels like green is kind of, for being the pocket, supposed to be the carry. Isn't really doing a whole lot as the carry, or should be the carry. Like, we look at where is his army at, and it's kind of nowhere. And Boarding Wall with the subscription. Well, thank you for that, Mr. Boring Wall. I don't care how boring you might be, but you're a pretty good guy. Or gal. Whatever it may be. Or you're a pretty good wall. Yeah, where is Green's army? Like, he's got no pop. But he has no army. I mean, he's all popped out, but he doesn't have an army. I mean, this is his army right here. Oh, he's got the boats. Okay, that's what I'm looking at. So he's got the boats, but got a ton of boats to respond. And the siege boats on the town center is pretty useful. Just as long as you can keep them down. But it is requiring a lot of population to defend, so generally you always get an advantage when it comes to destroying the town centers. And Fox left this side a little bit early. Did he use another he didn't vortex. His army just died, so he doesn't have an army down here, which means because he couldn't leave yet because of how far behind Sheltie is. And Bonaire is getting a Titan. The one problem, though, as the game keeps on going, is that two late game Greek will be of more value than 2 late game Kronos. Which actually, the Kronos players, they can time shift. They should be trying to time shift, like back build fortresses. You know, you get line of sight and you can start time shifting fortresses in the back. Which it's expensive though, but it's worth it, as long as you can afford the resources. But yeah, with Fox kind of leaving the bottom, and again, we kind of have the mystery of where is the Pocket's army. Well, he has a ton of resources, so yeah, he can afford the back builds with fortresses. But where is his army? Oh, he's got it like here, so he's got a few like pointless FS Adrian? Huh? Alright, a lot of... And do they have line of sight though? So we've got two Titans, or secrets of Titans have been researched by Team Bonaire, but they're probably a little bit worried because there's 4 vortexes on the table. And you got a lot of siege that could insta-kill if they have line of sight, but it looks like there is no back line of sight. Here comes our first fortress, which we've got Gastrophates to come back and kind of counter that. And oh, here comes our transport ship. Okay, here's where the transport ship landed, and we've got Gastrophates coming in down here. Do they have... Alright, they do. Now let's get the name of it. Burning Pitch, that's the oh my goodness. My my text screen is in the way. Sheltie is losing his town center. Very close game, but if it continues as kind of a stalemate event, your double Greek will outclass the double Kronos. And we've got, okay, now we have just now noticed this transport ship landing. We can see that he's building some towers here. But he has nothing to defend, no army to defend. Like, almost to the point where you almost need to do a defensive vortex to save this. Because you don't want to afford, you don't want your town center down, and then he's going to kill a couple houses too. The mirror towers. You don't see those too often. Oh, we got these siege boats from the wrong spot. They need to be up here. And we got some siege boats here already. And yeah, Bonaire's probably going to end up winning, just because late game, Greek is stronger. And you're low-key really... in a head-to-head fight, That's not what he wants to be doing. The Loki wants to be running around the back causing mayhem and stuff. And really, he could be running to the back. You know, throw 5 firsts here and run him. He can still be building back here. But he's not. And yeah, with Fox down a town center, like, where is he gonna get the population to defend this? And we have these guys coming out to get this town center. Well, don't get too close though. Gastrophiles are really weak. Oh yeah, if the town center can shoot him. But yeah, the Gastrophiles lose really fast. And this town center did get killed as well. So we actually have Foxes only at 1 town. So he's going to be at 0 town centers. Because I think they will, and he really should have. That's just to resign just like that. Wow. Kind of a surprise ending there. Just actually this, I mean, because they were even at this point, it was going to go the double Greeks way. But this landing here was kind of the nail in the coffin. And really, on maps like this, you really want to get your line of sight, both of them upgrades. He's got 1, so that you can tell as soon as an enemy lands. But that was a kind of a surprise end, and honestly, that was a game that the Shelbties should have won, given the position that they were in early on. And really, it was just they had that early pretty strong advantage on this side, and Shelby kind of threw it away by just running in and fighting here for so long amidst all this, when he could have ran his 4 battle borer and 15 hearse here down to what was at that point a very unprotected town center, and probably could have kind of piggybacked off that and won. So, but you can always point out mistakes, good plays. In the end, it was a very close game, economically very close. Town centers, I mean, this is the point where the underworld got a lot of value, but this was also the point where Shelby could have gone in for the back town center kill. But good game as far as Medits go. That was a pretty nice game. So game number 2 will be on Marsh. Okay, so something completely different on the land map. So we're looking at the left side of the map, and this is Team Bonaire again, and the same players, whoever they might be. I'm assuming they're the JSS players, so Count, Chef, and Miracle Man probably. But Abdullah is now Loki, Ahmed is Thor, and Bonadrian is Gaia again. And on the right side is the same players as like before. Sheltie is the pocket, and he is pocket Loki. And Fox is a flank, and he's a Ranos. And Shelby is a Loki. So if this isn't going to be confusing to me, you got Sheltie and Shelby. How old are these games? I think they're about a week and a half or so. This is the Fall Deities of Death 3v3 tournament, and I don't believe the finals have been played yet. I really haven't been following this tournament too much. I haven't. Just there's so many things to do with what's been going on with me, and don't have nearly the time I would like to watch video games. So I have not been able to watch any of these games yet. So these are actually the first games I've watched of this tournament, and I kind of went in this blind as far as who the players are. But I started. These are the semifinals, so I'll do the semifinals and then the finals when those are played. I don't believe they have been played yet. But our gods are Loki, Uranus, Loki for Team Shelbties, and Gaia, Thor, Loki for the other side. So we've got 4 Norse and 2 Atlantean. I'd say I like the Shelbties god composition a little bit better. I feel like Loki kind of outclasses Thor on this map. And Uranus outclasses Gaia on land. Water is pretty even. But on land, Gaia is not as good as Uranus. But it's actually, I think, beneficial that their Gaia spawned in the middle, because the flank Gaia can really get hammered by Loki. And when you're in the middle, a little bit easier for your allies to defend yourself. Now, on this map with all the relics, looking for the boots of kick everything. Actually, this one that gives town centers more population is nice. Improves cavalry speed. Walls and gates cheaper. Line of sight for buildings. That's pretty cool, and that's, I think, all we've got so far. But okay, so town centers, they're usually pretty forward or towards the middle of the map. Like this one right here is kind of nobody's town center, really. I think it's Shelby's, but it's way out there. Same thing for here. It looks like this town center is probably Abdullah's, and again, it's way out there. So we got a couple very forward town centers, 2 of them, 1 for each team. Otherwise, the rest of the town centers seem pretty well protected. It's Marsh, there'll be hunt everywhere. And you got back gold mines, usually 2 or 3. Let's take our fog of war off. Yeah, 3. Looks like pretty much everybody has 3. In fact, everybody has 3. So 3 back gold mines. But meds are all on this side of his base, actually. You didn't scout the one way down here, but there is a 3rd one down there. As far as strategy, you got double Loki, so you'll see double Hearse here, and then your Uranus. Oh, very fat. Heimdall. I did not notice this build, so we're getting a Heimdall rush. It looks like, oh, I've been missing this. They are slinging him. So slinging, you don't see that too much in Age of Mythology. It's more of an Age of Empires 2. Pretty common in team games in AoE 2 is the sending of resources. So the guy is actually tributing to the... Was this Thor or the Loki? This is the Loki. Thor doesn't get Heimdall. What am I talking about? And it's on the Uranus. And we're going to get the Forest Fire too and the Undermine. Ooh. I didn't see this coming. And that's going to be about the fastest destroyed town center you will see. And the Shelbties may have just got out-strategized, because I was out-strategized here. I was not expecting this. And we've got a 430. I should have checked to see how close Fox was to aging up. I missed it. I bet he was super close to aging up. And he did not age up, which that's huge, because he can't even make like an army at all. And we have Spy has been used on the citizens. And the question is, where does he go to rebuild his town center? This might end up being a pretty easy win for Bonaire, just based on that strategy. And he's going to try to grab this town center with green is leaving. Nope, blue's here to help out. This is green. But blue is going to have to try to fight a slung Loki as an unslung Loki, and this is not going to go up. And now Shelby is coming to help out as well, but yeah, nice try, but this Spy is kind of actually crucial, because actually the next, really the only 2 possible town centers I could see him grabbing would be these back ones. That's a long way to walk for these fatties. And I mean, at this point, Adrian could probably stop slinging. Depends how crazy he wants to get this sling. In fact, let's load up. He has a ton of resources in his bank. Yeah, could actually be making Herseers out of that barracks as well. Needs a few houses. He's housed like me. And yeah, I think this is going to be a very brisk win for Bonaire. And that Forest Fire plus Undermine plus Slung. That was low-key. That was a very definitive smacking of Fox, who lost his town center before he aged up. I wish I would have checked to see how close it was. It had to have been very close. That's pretty cool. And they have this line of sight, but I don't think he's going to come running in. And oh, we might actually... It looks like Teal is trying to come in. Will he get there in time? Oh, Shelbties coming to play defense, so I don't think they'll get there quite in time. Even if they do get there in time, they're not going to be able to fight anyway, because the Herseer will clean this up. Not sure how Blue is going to defend this here. Where is his arm? Oh, he's back here defending, so... and really, Shelby is way behind too. So... Oh not a raid on the hunt. Yeah, the Shelbties could probably just resign at this point, because this is not going well for them. They were heavily out-strategized there. Though I didn't predict it, so I'm not going to blame them, because I wasn't thinking it. It was just not crossing my mind. It's not something you see super often. You'll see the flaming weapon, or the forest fire on Gaia Forest. But oh, look at this raid in on these woodline here. Do get a shockwave to save the vills, but it's a bit pointless at this. Like, Bun Adrian can stay in Archaic Age, and he's at 3 town centers, and he doesn't even have a temple yet. Fox with a very brisk 830 advance, since he could not advance earlier, and they are just getting the crap rated out of them with this these raiding cavalry. And Abdullah could probably go forward and push. I wonder if Abdullah is aging up, actually. No, he's not. Like, he could age up with flaming weapons and absolutely demolish something. But it looks like he is switching sides, and man, another raid on these. Oh, Sheltie doesn't notice either. Well, now he is. Okay, now the raiding cavalry can run. You don't want to lose your advantage that you gained by losing your entire raiding army. And okay, not too bad. We're getting a little bit bunched up there. And now we have this very slow army coming down, but Shelby does have an army to defend. But what do we got? 16 Herseer to 15 plus Iron Jar. Abdullah should win this if he fights it, and it would be nice to see maybe the raiding cavalry come down and help out. And now the Shelties know that this is here. When Adrian is up at 9.5 minutes. And now we have the fight, or not quite a fight, the retreat / fight. And Blue's army is now out of position because they swap sides. That's what, you know, being on the aggression allows you to do, is switch sides and instantly gain more of an advantage. This one Valk has gotten surrounded, and she will live long though. Oh man, these Herseer for Shelby aren't fighting at all. They're trying to retreat, but getting kind of clogged up in here. Yo, what's up, Colby Collet? Good to have you aboard. Oh, Fox with the assistance. And we have upgraded towers. But even if they fight this off, which it looks like they are, they're still just so far behind. I mean, Fox is at half the score of the Bonadrian, who's been tributing, and they will surround this army and actually do quite a bit of damage here to Abdullah's army, and we'll probably end up finishing it off. And These iron jars, though, they do tank a lot of damage, even from Herseer. Upgraded iron jar, no less. But they are finally fighting back, but a little bit too late. Yeah, Fox wouldn't have lost his town center before he aged up. Would have been a lot better. These little spiders. I love the sound effect that the guys make when they're getting dragged in. But the spiders can't bring in her heroes, and this one keeps trying to grab some of green, but they're not. Now the question is, where do the Shelbties go from here? I don't know if they're gonna heal up, it looks like, maybe. Oh, they got a little raiding party going in on these forward mining and gold miners. I'm not sure why you'd go forward when you have all these other gold mines. Fox is trying to do foxy things. That big fight there did kind of allow them to get kind of, I guess, solidify a little bit, but the problem is now that Bonaire is done tributing, and he has a huge eco because he was at 3 towns, and he's got almost all of his eco upgrades. He's just gonna be able to build a massive army now too, and it's still gonna essentially be a 3v2. So not looking good for the Shelbties. Why is my... Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, here comes like mass Murmillo coming in, and Fox does have an army now, but just so far behind. Who has flaming weapons? I think we saw Sheltie, and so blue and yellow both have flaming weapons. So will they just trade them? Yeah, I was gonna say as soon as... Yeah, so we've got matching flaming weapons. It looks like yellow has a little bit more of an army. But we have a lot of myth units, which if they start fighting the Murmillos will actually help quite a bit. Tons of trolls too. Like, this is just myth unit heaven right now. The problem now is that there's just not a lot of Herseer for flaming weapons for Sheltie's side, and now they're finally calling it. Probably could have called it as soon as Fox's town center went down before he aged up, but well, that was just an out strategy there by team Bonaire, and they are now up 2-0. And now game 3 could be on a bit of a goofy map. That was awesome. Yeah, you don't see that too much. I feel like the sling in team games could actually be pretty well competitive a lot of times if you're slinging a rushing civ. Like here, I don't really... What could you do to defend it? The town center is going down regardless because the PK sling. I remember the PK sling and it sucked. Wiz, I think it failed, didn't it? The classic set sling. I do remember that. That was on Marsh too. It didn't win, did it? Yeah, pocket sling is Gaia because the Gaia really can't get attacked because you have to defend. Yeah, I don't think it won. But yeah, this was pretty awesome. I liked it. Yo, Ozone! What is up? Anyway, game number 2 is in the books. Man, oh hey Ozone, just tuning in. Do we know who the Bono's AKAs are? No, I don't. So this is actually the first games this tournament I'm watching, the semifinals. I'm assuming, based on the play, that they are the JSS players. Adrian played a lot like Miracle Man, and Miracle Man loves to take Gaia. So I'm thinking it's probably Chef. I'm pretty sure it's Chef. 100% Odin King? I don't know. Could be. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking it's JSS. I guess we'll find out eventually. It could be. Anyway, game number 3. You have a bullet here? Now, Ozone, I got the last time you came in here talking crap on the YouTube video, people left comments saying you needed to shut your trap. So, there's 3. No, I didn't play. I got some scheduled. I just scheduled some for tomorrow. What are we looking at? Game number 3. Did I update the score? Yeah, I did. I'm meeting my next, what is this? Game number 3. I don't know if there's going to be 5. So I've got 5 recorded games here. There may or may not actually be 5 games. I don't know. But game number 3. This could be a weird map, but it looks like it's just Alfheim. So game number 3 on Alfheim. So again, 3 substantially different maps so far. Medit, Marsh, and now Alfheim. And we are looking at the Bonaire team on the bottom. And what are they? So Ahmed is Ra. And Abdullah is Zeus. And Adrian is Uranus. Now, this does kind of make me think it's not JSS team, because they don't really have anybody that plays Egyptian. So, okay, where's he going? Oh, he's going to, going to 3 hunt. I don't know if there is a bracket or not. I don't have one. I didn't see one. There probably is somewhere. I mean, if you look at the brackets, you're going to get spoilers. Count was he hasn't been, I mean, Count is, the problem with Count is that he hasn't played a lot lately. And in fact, they were playing in the most recent RTS league, but then since then have kind of disappeared unless they've been on a few Smurfs. But I don't think he was playing a lot of Egyptian in that. But he used to be, you're right, he used to be a decent Egyptian player, but hasn't really, in the RTS league, I don't think he played Egyptian at all, so I wouldn't anticipate him to play Egyptian here. But anyway, that is what we're looking at. So Ra, Uranus, Zeus. And now we will go up to the top end and see what our players are here. So Fox is Uranus, Shelbties Odin, and Shelby is Loki. So the Odin wants to get a high hunt Alfheim, which I don't think this is. I mean, Alfheim, typically you aren't going to see a high hunt. Anyway, it looks like he used great hunt on probably this hunt along with his cattle. So we've got that going. Keep in mind that these were blind pick gods as well, so they're going into the games not knowing who the enemy was picking, which is, I like it that way. It's probably the way it should be. But the reason I kind of went ooh and ah when he went over here is Ra, I hope he didn't get hunting dogs. Oh, he did. You don't get much value out of hunting dogs as Ra on Alfheim. You're probably not going to have a lot of hunt. Which he does have this hunt up here, but it really, because there's not huge amounts of hunt in one place, it's generally not worth it. I'm not a big fan of hunting dogs as Ra. It's kind of just my personal preference. Old King's on another team in this tournament? Okay. Well, I think it's JSS. And maybe because they're playing on Alfheim, one of them's playing Egyptian, or maybe it's JSS plus an extra. I'm not sure. I don't know. Adrian very forward with these citizens here. Well then, he should not be on this team. Eating some Reese's here to keep me jacked for these games. See, the reason I don't like hunting dogs as Ra here is that you're going to be getting cattle. You get a lot of cattle on Alfheim. You're also not going to be hunting past the 5-minute mark anyway. And it's a lot of like here, this was a lot of walking just for 3 caribou. And Fox is up Prometheus at 357. That's a fast advance. And he used Valor, okay, on a this very forward gold mine. And Ahmed is going to have a very slow advance because of the forward, or the hunting that he was having, because he was so far to go. Kind of a surprise forward Valor. I'm not really sure if there's a lot of value in it, but you might end up picking off this Vil if... Oh, you hate to see a Vil die like that right next to the tower like that. And now you have a hero coming over to help out, and I mean, you use Valor, you kill a Vil, you do get the a couple extra priests made, a pharaoh made, and a very slow advance. This is like a 520, 530 advance. It's very slow. Trying to get at this tower, so probably so the Ra can't get a 2-town center, which the Ra was gonna have a hard time doing it anyway because he went to hunt. Yeah, just stay in your base. On Alfheim, you have all sorts of all sorts of food in your base. Just stay in your base, eat your cow, advance at 5 minutes, and then you're fine. Yeah, just a lot of walking time that you don't need. We're probably gonna get some pretty decent relics on this map. The question is whether or not people will grab them. Like, what's this relic? Line of sight for buildings. Okay. This one. Walls are stronger. Siege weapons cheaper. Bolt was used here on the Valk. Can't be UCA. I don't know. I don't think so, because they were already in a different team. I think they're maybe in the other semifinals. I don't know. I don't really know anything about this tournament. I haven't been like watching it at all. Just haven't had the time. What do we get? Is this a barracks or an... This is a barracks. This Ra is gonna be so far behind what he should be. Like, honestly, at this point, Fox should probably be grabbing a town center, because once you're forcing the Ra to go barracks, that's when you know you've kind of won the early classical. Because as soon as the barracks come up, you're just slowing down the Ra so much. And here's a nice forest fire, and oh, the shockwave! That Phil died while it was still in the air. Nice shockwave. You don't see enough of the combined forest fire plus shockwave. So they got 2 Vils, the barracks down, and that is gonna be really, really rough for Team Bonaire. And these units are not in a good spot either. And what have we been seeing on the other side? I'm looking at the mini-map. I'm not seeing a whole lot other than Ulfsark raids coming down here. And looks like they're maybe checking... Oh, will he find the Vils? No, you will find this one. Otherwise up here, not a whole lot. We did see that Shelby walled off the map, so that's kind of causing a delay. Oh, tried to sneak in through the gate, but didn't quite make it. But yeah, Fox should start grabbing a town center soon. Because he's really... I mean, the Ra is just so far behind at this point. I mean, there's no farms even remotely close to being built. Abdullah just lost a hero. Might lose another. Want to get in on that. Oh, he's trying to pick off that Wadjet, but not quite. Ooh, could kill Vili. Oh, no. Do have a centaur. Now, one centaur will kind of clean up like almost all of this. Unupgraded centaur. Oh, this town center. Oh, this town center. Oh, man. Oh, here comes some more hearse here. Oh, this could be... Oh, this is going to be a nice raid. Stop this town center. That's awesome. They actually had line of sight of it because of this spy. Now, shifting sands has been used. Shifted... It looks like shifted some Ulfsarks away. I didn't see where they got shifted from. Oh, but they're not going to spot this town center. That hurts. Oh, they could have stopped that one. Unupgraded centaur getting tracked down by their hearse here. Okay. Random defending units here from Fox. Somehow he has got units. Oh, that's what happened. Okay. Alrighty. So Ahmed shifted Fox's army from here all the way back to here. That's what that shifting stance was, just to get some protection on his very forward gold mine. But yeah, Ahmed is just so far behind. Like, he could be, if he played us a little bit, a lot better or more efficiently. He could be aging up to. I mean, he could be up heroic now at 9 minutes with 2 town centers. And it's all because of hunting dogs. I just hate hunting dogs on pretty much most maps as Alfheim, but especially low hunt ones. There's just no reason to get it. And if you get attacked early, that's just kind of the end. Like, he could... that's oh well, whatever. They'll probably let us get another game in, because he's just so far behind. And there's Scout trying to prevent this back town center. And it looks like Fox will probably be grabbing another one pretty soon. What are we looking at as far as technologies being researched? Abdullah's getting Sylvan lore. I don't even remember what that tech is. What is Sylvan lore? This guy's sending texts to me. Dude, I'm streaming. Kind of eco upgrades we got. Typical Norse. It's the same upgrades. I think, yeah. Oh man, no. They swapped. No. It's exactly the same. Fox has got no eco upgrades at all. The Raw has some stuff. Finally getting his farms is very brisk. 10:30 rain. And okay, alrighty. Olsark's getting some value. Ooh, he shockwaved every single Olsark. And now they will run, and they're sparkling because that's what Odin Olsarks do. And losing a few Olsarks. That was actually a pretty solid shockwave there. Shelby really hasn't done a whole lot, I feel like. And really the Olsarks raids haven't done as much as I kind of hoped. So they have kept the Bonaire team on the defensive. And now we do have our rain at very slow rain. That's we do have an empowerment here, but not down there. We probably, okay, yeah, I was going to say we probably have somebody aging up soon. So, aging up with Ragi, also grabbing a very forward town center. In fact, this is Bonadrian's town center. Loki is feeling a little bit of the pain here because of the low hunt map. So, not quite as fast as the Loki would maybe normally be. And we have a ceasefire. Just because of all of that. Oh man, the ceasefire to try to grab the town center, and the Olsarks got to it first. So this was a blown ceasefire right here by Abdullah. Ouch. Woo-hoo. That didn't go as planned. Why would you ceasefire that? Why? Like, I think his army was a little bit out of position, but now you've got this. Flaming weapons can be used anywhere to their heart's content. And, I mean, the ceasefire allowed Sheltie to get that town center, too. So, that was perhaps not the greatest of ceasefires that we have ever seen. And will Shelby do what it seems like Shelby's been doing lately, is just going ham on the most fortified spot and losing his army. That's what happened in the first game. And that looks like that might happen here. Like, why not attack this town center first, you know? So he's trying to attack this town center. That's not going well, so he'll retreat. Oh, spoilers. Yeah, don't click in there, guys. You'll get spoiled. Oh, great. So now Fox is a smart player. I mean, he's basically a doctor anyway, so you know he's smart. And he knows that attacking the most fortified spot is not good. So he's coming around to the side, and he is going to find a treasure. It's a gold mine with a lot of villagers. And now we have some slingers coming in. This army of slingers should... Well, we do have the Petsuchos. Need a dot account. Yeah, that is kind of annoying. And we got Shelby up here. In this case, it's not quite as fortified as the other game, and he's also got flaming weapons. I think this is JSS. That is my guess. The one thing that... oh, chaos, okay. Oh, flaming weapons. This is quite the choke point here. Building is down though, so we'll have to maybe defend, but... yeah, I was gonna say this is about time to retreat. A little bit. Nope, he's fighting this flaming weapons. Isn't really going how Shelby probably wanted, but he is getting some more battle boar coming in. Fortress is up, and now the army need to get the turn on the other side of this fortress. Oh, and he's doing it! Look at that! There we go. Now they need to get on. Okay, all right. Yeah, this flaming weapons. I don't know why Shelby is like using it to attack again, just like the previous game, the most fortified spot on the map. But just because the god power is so strong, he is pushing through for now. But we've got double fortress, and now we have a hero showing up. And only a few battle boars, so this will be defended pretty well by Bonaire. But we've got, like, this is where the attack should have been anyway, is to combine your forces and attack over here. And the Ra is still, like, doing nothing with an army of Slinger in his base. Like, generally in a team game, at about 15-minute mark, your Ra should kind of be taking over for the team, and the Ra is like nowhere to be seen. It's coming forward here, but with only one siege tower. But there is Locust if he needs. Actually, could almost frost this and keep that up for a while. We'll see what he decides to do. If there is only one siege tower, you actually probably, you know, if he notices, you get your villies in, you could actually kill the siege tower, but he's not gonna do that. So probably no frost either. Actually, where's Fox going? I don't know what his army was doing. Like, he was way behind. Like, his army could be saving this town center. Like, where was it? And now it's coming, but just a little too slowly. Ahmed is up Osiris now. Oh, this upgrade just came in just in time. But they will get the town center down. And meanwhile, we got a pretty hefty fight over here. 3 fortresses by Bonaire. Oh my goodness. Like, what's really the point of attacking here? Like, actually, now the Zeus is weaker than the Atlantean, but the one bad thing about these fortresses of where they are, they don't actually really protect this town center. The Mount Giant special does so much damage. And yellow is kind of only Apollo now, that's pretty slow. Alright, Frost, okay. There we go. I was going to say that Mummy was taking his time. Where's the Son of Osiris? There he is. I'm going to say, you target the Son of Osiris during Frost and he's going to die. You're only doing 1 damage a shot, but when you've got all of these units shooting at a Sunny, poor dude. He's just moaning and groaning while frozen. And there he goes. The Son of Osiris has been defeated. But the double over here, because Abdullah's kind of way behind as well. I don't know. Seems like Abdullah maybe a little bit more behind than what he needed to be. He is going up Hephaestus. And now we have the frost is over, but during that time, Osiris was kind of the main backbone of this army anyway. At this point, slingers aren't doing much value. And they will get in on all the villagers. And we have one more mummy showing up, but we've got 2 Terma. And we have Shelby has pushed through on this town center. And we probably even have like a Ragnarok at some point coming from Shelbties. So this looks like a win for our team at Shelbties. So at least it's not going to be a 3-0. So we are going to be 2-1 after this game. Really just the Ra was just too slow. And even Abdullah was too slow. But Adrian actually played pretty well. He's kind of been doubled over here for a while now. And Yellow wasted ceasefire, which allowed flaming weapons to happen. And he actually did pretty well against flaming weapons. Yes, it did say that. So you're right, Nico fan. When I was making my overlay, I edited the game files so that it was me as far as the description of the Osiris name, and I just never bothered to change my language file back. So yeah, actually every game that I view or play, the Osiris is actually called Chrono JJ. We got a vortex in down here just to rub salt in the wound that purple is getting doubled, so why not triple the poor guy? I guess Fox didn't really need the forward town center. There's 2 citizens over here hiding out in the corner. Did I download his? Yes, I did. I updated it, but I don't see where the buttons are now. I'm not sure. They're supposed to be over here. I don't know if I'm supposed to press a button or something. I don't know. Like now they're not even here, so I don't know what happened unless I'm supposed to press this. Oh, there we go. Alright. Well, that'll help a little bit. Oh, they don't? Are you sure? Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright, well that sucks. Okay, well, now we have Ragnarok. How many Villies, I wonder? Let's take a look at Shelties count here. 402 pop. That is pretty much a full rag to see the over 400s. Jeez, I'm happy when I play and I get a rag and it's like 280. This guy's at 400. The one thing so far in this tournament is that the teams haven't wanted to resign. I mean, you can resign now at any time because you're not gonna win Bonaire. Look at all these towers being built. This one Mountain Giant just slamming the building. The Mountain Giant special on buildings is one of the more impressive, and he's also got his special where he gets to kick a dwarf too, which you don't see that too often, but I do like watching the Mountain Giant kick dwarves. A little bit of a trade route already, but yeah, this is over. We got Reg. Well, what kind of techs they got? Nothing too awesome to write home about, but Reg could really, at this point, you got a full pop Reg, could go wherever they wanted and finish it off. Yeah, 402 pop reg. We'll check the post game and see what the Vil count was. Exactly. Chaos and Force Slingers. It's like the most worthless chaos ever. Yeah, this game is over. Let me look at all these Ragnaroks along with the. Oh, here's a Nidhogg. Down here, burning 8 in the countryside. All these fortified town centers, or towers. Alright, well this game was a little bit more well played by the team Shelbties. And more not so well played by Bonaire. With a very slow Ra. Yeah, you're right, but sometimes I'm too lazy to switch. I need to get used to my new mouse. My old mouse, like, completely died now, so... And I ordered a new one, but the first order got canceled. Because I ordered for somebody in California, and apparently he had to evacuate his shop because of the fires. So I had to reorder one. And so I might have to play a little bit with my new mouse that I'm going to return. And we've got a migration here. Bonaire, again, I don't know why we aren't resigning. I'm just gonna fast forward this crap. I don't have time to watch all this. It's late. Come on. Even making a Titan gate. What in the world? I guess they think like these masses of towers can save the day or something. There we go. Alrighty. No, I'm getting the same mouse, my 2004 Logitech. I found a couple people selling it online. So the first seller, again, forest fires. So I'm getting it from the second one. We'll see what excuse this guy has. Alright, so we had a... it was a 111 vil rag. So the most you can have is 120. So he was 9 vils away from a full rag, and I think he already had a full army anyway. He was already at a 28, not quite a full army, probably. Well, I mean, if he's got that many villies, probably is, actually. So he already had a 28 vil army, so he went out to 100 and 130. This is not the right bracket, Mariano, so sorry. I don't have this bracket. This is the semifinals anyway. I might set it up, maybe the next stream, or maybe for the finals if people are really curious. But yeah, sorry, it's the wrong bracket. But anyway, that is game number 3. This is a best of 5. And let me update the scorecard here. So at least we didn't see a sweep. So Bonaire 2, Shelbties 1. Man, this Halloween candy I'm using to keep myself awake is working great. Kilumina Tiag with the follow as we move along to game number 4. What map are we going to see here? Alfheim again? Oh my goodness. Alright, well we've got Kiluminati OG. Okay. Like old girl or what? Anyway, we've got Alfheim again, which I guess kind of sucks. But it looks like we have some different gods. We do. We've got, well, we've actually got the same gods for, no, yeah we do. Same gods for DoD, which are over on this side of the map. Which we've got Shelby as a flank, Loki. We've got Fox as a pocket Uranus, and then we've got Shelby Kiluminati. Alright, sure. And then we've got our, I'm getting distracted, Odin. So, Odin, Uranus, Loki, same gods and everything, just kind of switched around over here. Putting heroin and candy for Halloween. That sucks. People are messed up. They really are. And then on the left portion of the map, so Bonaire has kind of completely changed their gods. Actually, not kind of. They did. Illuminati with a K. See, why don't you just say that in the beginning, man? It'd be easier if you would have spelled Illuminati right, but whatever. I appreciate you being in on the stream, though. So we've got Bonaire as Poseidon, we've got Bonamed as Set, and then Bonabdullah as Set. So Poseidon Set versus Odin Uranus Loki. I don't know if Team Bonaire is working at getting some sort of cancerous set gameplay going on here. I wouldn't say set is really the god you want on this map. We actually have more hunt this game too. We've got some pretty generous packs of elk, caribou, elk, whatever they are. So that's pretty nice for the Norsemen. No Auroch spawn though. You kind of want as your Norse to get your 3 Auroch spawn, which we haven't seen in either of these Alfheim games. And where in the world is... Oh, this is going way over here. Vilrussian coming. That could be what they're going to do. But Vilrushing the pocket is the worst location. Judging on how forward everything is, I think we are going to see a Vilrush. Because otherwise there's no reason for... Just looking at where they're scouting, they're definitely scouting to see where the enemy players are. For sure. The stream is like meditation after work. Well, that's cool. So they now know where the Aranos is, but you don't... rushing it when he's pocket kind of hurts because of how quickly the reinforcements could come in. What Fox also did do that he shouldn't have done is that if you think you're going to meet a Vilrush, you want to put your buildings, all your buildings that you build, right next to your town center. It kind of minimizes the workspace, I guess you could say, of the shifted villagers attacking the town center. But what are we seeing? Oh, I can't check text right now. H2 Prometheus. If we're gonna see a Vilrush, we should go up. Okay, so a 430. This is, I'm pretty sure, 430. And what is this at? So this is slower. This will be about 5. Fox isn't, I don't know. Oh, Fox is up at 4 minutes, so he just went up for a very fast. Yeah, I hope they don't Vilrush. It looks like maybe they were thinking about it, but yeah, they're not. Yeah, they're not. No, you can't Vilrush the pocket is the problem, because the enemy teammates can come in too quickly, and you also can't get much assistance from your allies either because of how with the pocket how far. Like a flank you can do. Now we have vision on. Yeah, they're gonna try to do some shifting stuff, but okay, up here. How many Vils will we kill? 1 Vil. We shockwaved a chicken, and that was it. 2 Vils. I mean, you're using a god power for 2 Vils. This chicken is now in the middle of the woods. And now we have another shift, which... And Shelbties is using forest fire. That second shift was kind of pointless. This army will win. This army being DoD's defending army will defend this. So I don't know. Yeah, now the chickens are getting roasted. Especially the one that was stuck in the middle. Oh, poor chicken. But yeah, what the purpose was of that second shift, I'm really not sure. Other than to waste units. So that was the second shift, and now they're probably going to be grabbing town centers. But looks like Bonaire is grabbing an early town center as well. Shelby is okay. Now he's coming forward. Very aggressive walling here. If walls can be aggressive, that's what we've got. Yeah, that is some roasted. Could have used second shift to shift units back. Yeah, you could have done that, but I don't know. Whatever they could have done a few different things, but that was one way to waste a shift, was to shift it right on top of an army that was going to beat your army anyway. But yeah, those poor chickens. Yeah, I don't know. Who was the one that... Oh, that was Fox who used a shockwave. You use shockwave on units that can't even be shockwaved, so the only thing he got was that one poor flying chicken, which I guess maybe the chicken enjoyed it. Alright, alright. Is he gonna come down here and notice that there's a villa building walls? It doesn't look like it. He did massacre a few elk or caribou or whatever those things are. I think they're elk. Oh, what relic did we have here? Nothing. Do we have the boots that kick everything on this map somewhere? I haven't seen it anywhere. No, doesn't look like it. This is some juicy, juicy, juicy hunt back here, though. Should get this Pygmalion's villager hit points, I guess. Well, actually, no, maybe not quite so important because there's no Ra's. But that relic is actually pretty good if you're playing Ra against Ra, and you got a potential locust coming in. Might be able to pick off like a Vil, but we'll see. No, they see him, they're retreating. Alright, well with set, double set is definitely more of a defensive game minus the early shifts. Fox is now grabbing a town center. Yeah, I don't think you get a lot of value with set on this map. Maybe a set Ra, but double set almost, you just don't get the benefit out of double set. Like in a team game anyway, Ra is so much better. It's nice maybe to have one set for that early, you know, map scouting, because Ra can't scout. And nor can Ra do aggression early on in a team game. So it's nice to have maybe one set to kind of get the early aggression so your Ra player can boom happily. So that's probably what they should have done, was set Ra. And then that forward shift is enough to keep the enemy off of, I like this, like, most inefficient gold mining ever. Like, your mining camp is here, but all your villagers are gathering at the far end. And we've got some Terma coming in, maybe to do a raid, maybe not. We got Fox grabbing a third town center. The one thing, though, is all of Bonaire on 2 town centers. And have been for a little bit of time. Would have been nice shockwave for there, but I don't think it was up. Nope, not quite up. But now we have town centers being grabbed from the Shelbties, and we have a few raiding cavalry in here, killing one Villy, nicely split off from the others. She was the sacrifice, I guess. And with all of these walls up, the raiding cavalry might as well stop. Interesting that Sheltie, so last game he went Olsarks, and now this game he is going raiding cavalry. We still do have some more hunt down here, which this one... So Abdullah converted one hunt, and then used that to kill all the rest. That just sucks, because look how much these have decayed. Because they start at 150 and they've decayed all the way down to the 60s. That's a lot of hunt food that has actually been taken away from poor Sheltie, who I think might be coming down now. Yeah, he's gonna come down and find the bad news that his hunt is dead, and this hunt is dead too. The jerks. Okay. Bit of a rush in here. Probably could go by, yeah, just attack the Villy. There you go. This lure couldn't even lure enough hunt to go away. That Vil got away, didn't it? I'm not sure why you would do double set. There's a lot of cattle down here though. Oh, nice hole in this wall. Very effective. I've been there many times, thinking I got a nice wall, and then shoop, just right on in they go. Doesn't know it, but he's actually forcing these fills back. Yeah, these Terma doing their work. Yeah, I don't know. Fox shouldn't be pushing. Looks like Fox is going probably for more of a semi-fast, heroic kind of a deal here, because he really doesn't have much of an army. Just some raiding cab or raiding Terma. We've got some raiding cap coming, or trying to come in here. Oh, trying to get this around. We'll kill. Really, this isn't worth it for him though. A lot of building fire he's fighting under. We do see Shelby is advanced up through Baragi. Bowen Abdullah is aging through Nephthys. Able to advance pretty quickly because of all these cattle. Does have husbandry. Never got hunting dogs. Kind of rare that you don't see a set without a set without hunting dogs. Lots of farms being placed. Okay, what are we going to see? Now we have Abdullah also up, building a forward Migdal. Kind of bold to build it here. I guess he does know that all the raiding cavalry are back in this side. Really doesn't even need to move the villies, because these raiding cavalry won't. Yeah, just fight, just gather. It's fine. Oh, won't find them. That's too bad. Fox seems like he's maybe a little bit slower than what he should be here. Okay, so this Migdal will. This villager just came walking right out through the middle of the Migdal. And then what have we up here? So Shelby's doing a good job of slowing his entire army down by keeping a few. Do we have a ceasefire yet? Okay, we do. This is a nice fight. Nice start to the fight there. Looks like Ahmed was trying to fall back with his army. His army was way too far forward. He's going to lose almost his entire army with that shockwave. Rule number 1 is set, or any Egyptian. You don't want to go forward with your slow barracks army, especially when it's slingers. So he lost his whole army for nothing. And this is going to be a bit of a disaster up here, because it's now a 2-on-1, because I will assume that Fox will continue. We got down here though. Yeah, Sheltie will be able to hold this. He's got frost anyway if things start getting real dangerous. But we've got ancestors have been used down here. Might see a frost. There we go. Would have liked to have gotten the villies in too. Nice work though. The chariots were able to garrison and avoid the frost. And now we have Curse up here. Where did... Okay, here's Fox's army. A little bit slow to the fight. Come on, Fox. Yeah, Shelby's not wanting to use flaming weapons because of ceasefire. Yeah, the frost here is the right play, because you'll be able to use that time to kill the Migdal. I just would have liked to have gotten the villies in it too, so that they can't be building more buildings during frost. And now Shelby is kind of falling back. Hippocons take a lot of damage. Surseer versus Hippocon. Yeah, we got enough myth units here though to win the fight. This actually, yeah, as soon as that frost giant showed up, these Hippocon. Also, you don't want to fight. I see he just upgraded his Hippocon right in like the end of the fight. Now we're getting them off. Whew. That turned out to be a disaster for Bonadrian. And the Migdal is down. And there is no siege, so there won't. Oh, nice way to get the frost giant in on the Scorpion Man too. So yeah, any sort of push that Bon Abdullah has is kind of been ended with that frost. And now we have green with no army, and quite a substantial army from both Shelbtie players here. Fox got a large army. Is aging up Hyperion. A lot of towers being built here. That's a ton of towers. Well, not actually, it's really only 3, which isn't a ton at all. We'll see. Will they? Looks like they will just brute force their way through again. Maybe. Oh. Nephthys. These Hersi are all kind of disappearing here. there's not too many of them left anymore because of all these building fire. I know. Okay, we got actually with Shelby defending down here, he is sending all of his raiding cavalry up here, and yeah, now that the army is kind of eliminated. Once Team Shelbties saw these towers getting thrown up, really what they should have done is maybe, I don't know, I guess there's really not a whole lot of great places for them to attack. It is Alfheim and they have map control. Bonaire was trying to get this forward town center, but it didn't quite work out for him. It's this extra town center right here that somebody needs to grab. Ooh, idle villies, eco upgrades are okay. Okay, eco, and better than I would have expected. Okay, green's got full ups. Bonaire not too much, and Abdullah not too much either. And this is not a good place for the priests and chariots to be. We had an ancestors used defensively, so Fox will just retreat. And wow, this army got absolutely hammered by these raiding cavalry. Again, when you just talk about unit placement, so you had the first set got all of his slingers killed, and now we've got the second set getting his chariots and priests killed. Why in the world were they up here? Like, without siege, there's really no point to go forward with your units like this. Like, what are they gonna do? Other than get surrounded by raiding cavalry and die, which is what happened. Here is fine, because, you know, you gotta defend, but why go forward? I don't know why these raiding cavalry are like fighting to their death up here. Okay, town center destroyed, just barely actually. I don't know why he built another one, didn't just repair that. We got a Migdal coming. What kind of upgrades we getting here? Age 4 Helios for Fox, a few chariots back here raiding. Have they noticed this? Doesn't look like there's really anything or defense back there. And Fox is up Helios. It says Atlas because the game is bugged. Got a lot of satyrs or satyrs, however they're pronounced. Okay, do we have? Okay, here comes some raiding cavalry coming in. They'll take care of that pretty easily. And every one of the Deities of Death players are ahead of their opponents individually, so it's looking quite good for DoD. Actually, green and yellow are pretty even, but green doesn't have his town center, which kind of hurts. Though he is up, making him Prodromos for some reason. I guess there are a lot of raiding cavalry for Shelby. But Prodromos against Herseer don't quite do a whole lot of damage. And we've got a pretty solid push here by Fox. I'd like to see some Arcus, otherwise these myth units will just get shredded. Now I think this is the JSS team. That is my opinion on this matter. But we'll see, I guess. It's interesting. The rules said that there should be no Smurf teams, but there are Smurfs. Brickhead and J, that's an idea. Tornado here gets the army and a palace. Tornado defensively, oh, and the citizen, never really that awesome as like a defensive tool, really. Though it, oh, didn't quite get that second palace. Didn't quite. I don't know if J4. Where do we get the vortex? Okay, on the back side of this army here. Okay. And we have the Nidhogg roasting them on the way out. Alright, and now Sheltie is up. Balder. I don't think he's quite got the Balder that he had last game. You know, actually, Balder here. Almost better to go up Fimbulwinter, really. Tornado used on the town center. We got some walling here. If they could finish this wall, we'll be able to get the town center for sure. What kind of... does have masons. Oh, what in the world is your catapult shooting at? Will it finish? Yeah, when you have masons, I don't think it quite finishes the top. Man, he could kill it! Easily could have killed it. Upgraded tower walls, that's cool. Instead, it's killing this stupid barracks. And oh, he's building it while they're attacking it, which is going to make it lose hit points. Don't build this one. What are you doing, man? Oh man, you could have killed it. Now he's not going to kill the town center. What have we up here? Okay, so Shelby did get that town center because of the vortex, allowed him to grab it. And really, Ahmed, at this present moment, isn't doing a whole lot. Now he's not going to get the town center because they've broken through. That sucks. Some forward towers. I mean, it's kind of like the other game on Medit. The longer this game goes, though, the more in favor of Bonaire it gets. Albeit we have Bonaire down 2 town centers. And Abdullah really isn't doing very good on his side. He could have gotten this town center down, which could have changed things. Yeah, and using both tornadoes like that means you can't insta-kill like a Titan Gate either, which that sucks. But actually Bonadrian is pushing on the top, and really Fox isn't as the pocket. Even as Aranos, you can still do stuff in team games. And he's not doing anything right now. And we've got this town center down, so Bonadrian will grab this. We still do have the rag, but he has been on 4 town centers for a while. So I wonder how large. What is his pop? Sheltie. 158 of 188 with rag, making dwarves now. I think he must be at max villies, and he's making. He's got 2 idle town centers though. But yeah, the longer this game goes, the rougher it's gonna be for the Shelbties. And this is just such a rough map. If you aren't able to finish off Egyptians. Because you got 2 Loki, or 2 Norse, who really want to be able to do like side builds and forward builds and stuff. But with the way Alfheim is, and the way Bonaire has walled off the map, they really can't get any side builds at all. And I don't know, even if he does have like 110 vil reg, I think he's probably waiting for the Titan. So maybe they'll send the Titan here and then get the reg in too, and hope they can just brute force their way. But Fox, again, I don't know what he's waiting for. His ally up on the top is in a pretty rough spot, and Fox has just been sitting with his army for quite some time. We have Ragnarok used. Sheltie is at 387 pop, so he was pretty close to full pop again. Not quite as big as the last game, but Bonaire has the map a lot more fortified than even last game, so I don't know how this reg is gonna go. Titan. I would have probably saved the Rag for another minute until you could have gone in with the Titan. And really, in this situation, probably splitting up the Rag to go forward isn't the way to go. I think you almost just have to push one spot with the Titan and just try to wipe one of the opponents. With the Titan, though, I don't think Bonaire will be able to get their own Titan out, and that could be troublesome. But Shelby is gonna lose his side pretty quick here. He doesn't have much of an army. What's Shelby at as far as pop? Nope, I can't do it as Shelty. 140, 160. Yeah, he doesn't have enough military buildings. I mean, he's only got just a couple units here. These pacifists need to get on these Ulsarks building the hill forts, though. Come on, man. Alright, so the Titan is actually going to the middle with these Rag. And yeah, this portion of the Rag is getting pushed back. The Vortex to the back. Trying to get in on the trade route, it looks like. But you can just mass. This is such a waste of a Vortex here when you're Vortexing right next to a town center. Just the mercenaries will finish that off. Yeah, Titan, I don't know. The Shelbties might be throwing this game. Because once Rag's done, like, this is just throwing away Ragnarok right here. At least these heroes. And now Shelby he hadn't used flaming weapons yet? Whew, what kind of god power we got? We still got a couple chaos. And Bonadrian's got a ceasefire, but what's the point of ceasefire? He might use it now. Build the town center. And waste time with the Titan and the Ragnarok lying around. I don't know, it's looking like outside of like some sort of wonder from the Shelbties, I don't think they're gonna win. Just because of how fortified everything is. I said he should have gone Fimbulwinter, and I'm going to stand by that. I don't think with the situation and how the game was going that... Yeah, I mean, we're seeing even a full pop Rag isn't really getting much benefit either. Do have a Titan, but Shelby is just so far behind. And Fox hasn't really been doing much either. I mean, he's got 20 pop stuck in his fortress, or his fortress is Titan. Yeah, he's got 100 favor, you're right. It could be queuing up fire giants. But yeah, there's nothing to help Shelby here. Like, he's like a minute or two away from like completely collapsing. Titan takes down the forward town center here. Ragnarok just getting smoked by all the axemen. Pretty well upgraded axemen too. Yeah, I think you do Fimbulwinter here and then push with like a ballistas or something on the bottom. Because you're up 4 to 2 town centers. I mean, you should be able to do a slow push through. You just don't get much value out of the Rag here. The Titan is coming forward here, but yeah. Yeah, the Bonaire team is turning this game around so fast. And Titan on this town center. This will slow down Teal quite a bit. But again, like I said, Shelby just can't solidify. And Shelty is going to be having to try to recover from a Ragnarok. And I don't know. how that's gonna go, because his name is Bonaire Gaylord. What's wrong with that, man? Yeah, this is about GG right here. Because this is over. I thought we would be seeing a game 5 on Erebus, but no, the Shelbty team just couldn't quite get through the defenses of the opponents, and Shelby was up 4-2 town centers, and Bonaire goal, and like completely lost it, and I think it was because he got doubled a little bit by Bonaire while Fox was just standing around doing nothing. And Polyphemus finishing off the toss. He does. Like, he's getting pushed through, and he's not even Zeus, and he's getting smashed by a Poseidon. And yeah, Banu Abdullah's grabbed that town center. And Fox is pushing through the middle, though. But when you're winning one spot but losing everywhere else, I'm no big city mathematician, but things are looking grim for the team that is by score ahead. In reality, behind. And oh my goodness, this Avenger just massacred all 4 of these citizens. Ends that forward build. I missed it. I really wanted to see the Avenger whirly twirly and kill them all. Ooh, a Vortex. Okay. I guess to slow down. A lot of fire siphons. This will clean this this forward out and will help Shelby. Shelby, look at his economy. I just noticed this. This dude has 23,000 resources in the bank and no army. Does he want to give any to Sheltie? And now you get all these. Your reward for smashing all the buildings is 100 militia attacking all your units. That was the thinking. Go through the middle and cut trade, but it should have been go to a side with Ragnarok and eliminate a player. I feel like the Titan should have come down here and eliminated Teal with all reg. Full reg down on the bottom. Splitting up the reg here, you just didn't get any value out of it. Now you've got, yeah, for your reward, you have spawned a 16 or so militia. Who really actually aren't bad units. The militia is kind of a hidden, really good bonus. It makes pushing a Poseidon so hard. Fox loading up in the middle, but it's about over. As soon as Green comes back here with his attack again. And the Titan doing Titanic things, but really doesn't matter a whole lot, especially when he's slowly killing the hero and not the town center. Trade militia as a green mercenary. Greek. Okay, that's what you meant. That's what, yeah, okay. It's kind of, yeah, Greek mercenary is militia. That'd be awesome. Yeah, the problem is for splitting the trade. Well, they did split the trade, I guess. The Titan still is dancing around up here. Teal, how is Teal doing? No wow, Teal is like, has nothing though. Wow. Like, they're really just kind of letting Teal die. They don't care about it. But get the town center. Maybe the Shelbties can win. I didn't realize how far behind Teal was. And green, where did he send his army? Where did all the militia go? Did I miss it? Did they die? Militia? This Titan actually is... Where's my cam? I don't usually do the cam when I'm watching recording games. And even Purple's attack is kind of stalling out now, actually. Ooh, and Shelby... The one thing Shelby had, though, is he had a ton of eco. Oh my goodness. Delete some units, my man. This man's got 40,000 resources. And give some to Sheltie. Well, green kind of disappeared with that. You know what? Man, I've been calling this game over. Maybe we will see an Erebus. I did not realize how poorly Teal was doing. Like, why does he have dwarves? This is 25 civilian units. Like, wouldn't you at some point look at your resource count and be like, oh hey, I got 20,000 gold and I still got 25, which he has to know he has the dwarves because he just sent them over here. Oh, this is where green went. Okay. So green kind of stopped defending his base and went at Fox. I missed this. Like a base trade here. They're trying to trade through all this. Okay, so is killing 2 town centers. So what Shelby actually needs to do is he needs to clear this all out right here. But this is Shelby's resources is the only reason why JSS is in the lead. And now we have a Titan gate being built by Bonaire. We actually don't have much of a forward build by Purple yet. Sheltie needs to get Ballista, but Sheltie not at pop. See, what's sad is Sheltie should not have any issues with the economy, so long as Shelby were to like trade or tribute resources. Like, how is Fox doing? Too, I wonder. Fox again, 8,000 gold, but no full pop. Hello, Mr. Liberal Arts. Stop. Good to see you. Look at these citizens. I don't know why they're all chopping wood here, dying. The split is doing well. But why? Like, this is Shelby's problem. Is that he has... No... I would assume they would be. The team Shelby would probably, you would think. Or even if you don't use Discord, I mean, you could type in chat and be like, I need resources. And Shelby with this 50,000 in the bank could maybe donate. But like, imagine if what Ulfsarks 2 pop? Yeah, 2 pop. So he could have 13 more Ulfsarks. In fact, this is well now he just has 23 more Ulfsarks down here in the bottom. This was the best thing that ever happened, was the raid on his gold here. Now, of course, now the problem is he's got all his pop down here, which I'm not sure what he's going to do with it. But he's got pop, you know, at least build some buildings and start something up down on the bottom end. Okay, getting back on that town center. Green's kind of confusing me a little bit with this side push on Fox. I'm not sure why he did that when he already... I mean, by side pushing, he's given up these 2 town centers. So, like, he's gained nothing. In fact, he actually lost with his side push. Like, why would he do that? You know, sometimes... Like, this is, like, he was just, like, this close to eliminating Shelby. And instead he came down here and started pushing on Fox instead. I guess the reasoning was he wanted to maybe distract Fox, which just is allowing now his teammates to clear up the middle. But on the same side of things, he is losing everything on the top, and I'm just building this. What in the world was up here? Oh, there's some fire siphons. The red stuff, crap from red. But can I enable stream at 360p? I don't know. How do I do that? But yeah, see, so now Shelby, since he deleted all of his villas, or actually traded them into Ulsarks, he now is gonna have pop, and he has a ton of, will have a ton of pop space now, and he's got the eco to support it. I mean, he's got still 40,000. I don't know if I, yeah, okay, that's what Cameron's saying. I don't know if I have the ability to change that. Well, now this is... Okay, we have a Titan coming down here. Well, why don't you go on YouTube? Go on the YouTube channel, man. Somebody type explanation point YT in the chat, and you can go to YouTube and watch me on YouTube. How does that sound, huh? You can probably choose whatever you want on there. Okay, so Green has now lost his forward base, and he's also, and you can chat on YouTube and we'll all see it on the stream too, so you won't even be by yourself. How's that sound? But anyway, this green guy kind of threw the game by doing a strange side build when he could have just front builded right through here. That's the link to my YouTube channel. I would assume the live stream is somewhere on there. People usually find it. And now Shelty's pushing through with all of these Ulsarks. Look at them all. Unupgraded siege though. He's got Balder Rams, but not upgraded like the heavy siege upgrade. I wonder how long these Ulfsarks are going to stand here. And now Team Shelbties are pushing through, so now that the Titan is dead, they are starting to push again. But we have the Titan on the Bonaire team, who could have, you know, maybe made like a... Okay, now there's another Titan gate. This game is lasting forever. Yes, Ulfsarks here. Now we have the upgraded siege. Okay, and now we have the other Ulfsarks coming in. Yeah, the game is up in the air. I think... I don't know. Ballista just actually do a lot of damage to the Titan. No leg here. See, I'm looking for you. I look out for you. See? And now you can just chat on YouTube and be with the rest of it. Be with the rest of us. I don't know. I think this is going the Shelbties way now, because they're not gonna get a lot of value out of this Titan here. Like these Ballista, as soon as they turn around on this Titan, will just absolutely massacre the thing. All right, turn around, shoot at the Titan. Though you don't want the Titan to get in and smash your Ballista though, so maybe watch out. Okay, they're getting smashed. I guess what does it matter when you got this many resources? Who cares? Now we have more Rams coming through, so Shelty is pushing back. The Egyptians were slowed up by this trade cut though, because we've seen a kind of a severe lack of mercenaries on the bottom side. Now you see a few coming in. Green needs mass granaries. What Green needed to do is continue his push through here. And now Shelby, though, is running into a similar problem he was at before, where he has no military units to build things because he now has pure Ballista. But Shelty is doing well on the bottom, so got all of his Rams coming through. Balder Rams are still Balder Rams. And we got that Titan here. Still not building that town center though. The ballistas have been taken care of. Man, this game is close. Shoot. And the problem is the Norse just have such a hard time building a Titan that they're going to have another Titan coming out that probably will be unresponded to. And as the Egyptians get their trade going, but look at this Balder Ram push. Oh my goodness. Do need to get maybe a few forward hill forts. Sheltie listening to me. I think this is their chance here. I think Sheltie, I don't know, it might be Conquest, I don't know. I think Sheltie and Fox with his 3 fire siphons need to push this. This is their chance to win because they're gonna lose. They're gonna lose on the top, and they need to push through now because you have another Titan coming soon. Which once that Titan comes down here, you'll solidify. So this is the game right here. I feel if this push can continue. Now Sheltie's Ulfsarks are kind of hogging his space that he needs. This is the push. Like, Teal is in the wrong spot. I don't know what this nonsense is. The Teal needs to be down here. I guess he is building these towers, but now Purple has nothing. Where the heck is Purple? He has no army. I think they're gonna do it. I think they're gonna cause enough mayhem down here before the Titan can get down, and we're gonna go to a game fight. Well, here's Teal. Okay. Yeah, Purple has like nothing. Building is. They're trying to keep this town center gonna go up. That is why. Yeah, he went through all these houses, but I mean, by now he should be like rebuilding them. He's at full pop now. Okay, it did not get the town center up. The Titan is coming. Still finishing off the buildings. Purple doesn't have much. What does Ahmed have? Ahmed's in a decent. The Titan. Oh, Green needs to get this town center up. I don't think he will though. Not with these ballista coming. I guess it's only 3. He'll probably get it up. He'll get it up. We got the Titan coming to the base. And they're holding. Oh, they're holding. Sheltie probably also maybe helpful to build some towers for the mercenaries. Some crenellation towers. They're holding down on the bottom, and we've got the Teal Titan is dead, but we've got Green's Titan, who's kind of got a lot of Red's army down there as well. This is about even, but they're holding it out, pushing back. Man, this game still in the balance. Yeah, that's my thought, is that if they're able to hold this, I think they win. Oh, the shockwave to keep the sound center from going up. But there's only 3 more rams and no army behind it. Like, unfortunately, Sheltie is facing a 2v1 down here. Because Red Fox's army is all on this Titan. But we do have Shelby pushing back with his. Oh, he's slowly reducing his resource count. The best thing ever was when these Billies got attacked. So he's pushing. You have the Titan down here, randomly attacking a few units. Ballista are just so strong against, especially against these slow military units. I don't know why he's Poseidon. Where are the cavalry? Like, why pacifist? Look at Fox base. Yeah, I see this. Oh, we do have a wonder. I guess it is supremacy. Are you sure he's deleting villies? I mean, he probably should be if he has the same eco that he had before. Alright, this Titan, though, is not really actually accomplishing quite as much as it really could be. I feel like it probably should have come up here. And maybe push through the top. Bone guys are spoilt in division? I don't know. That's some good ideas too, actually. Because I did see Spoeft playing a couple weeks ago in division as well. That's a real mystery. He's this illegal Smurf team. Maybe it's me. What the? Okay, so he just turned all his villies into. Yeah, this might be. We're getting the retreating. Okay. Pushing back though. Probably are. I don't know. I'd see after the first game on Medit, I was thinking they were JSS. But when they started playing Egyptian, I wasn't so sure. But yeah, this game is still, holy crap, this is gonna be like the 5-hour marathon. No way it's me, yeah, I would have built 4 wonders by now and won. Shelby's pushing back on the top, whereas, again, this is just, one side starts winning, the other side starts losing. All the hero Arcus died, which is almost just as well at this point. Oh, we have a sky passage blowing its nose somewhere. Fox says no, again, no army right now. Wonder though. I mean, if they aren't winning, how do they kill the Wonder? I guess once this Titan's dead, Shelby could probably build a Titan. Oh, he is building a Titan. Because Shelby can hold this position for pretty much forever at this point with all these towers and ballista, so he can afford to build the Titan gate. And Shelties, well, he's getting pushed, just not super crazy, but we got this push right through here too. So we've kind of got pushes really every corridor on the map. There's push through here, kind of right here. The only spot that really isn't much going on is right through here. You got this lone catapult. Fox having a hard time staying at full pop. Shelby is like slowly running out of resources too. Shelby has nothing other than a whole lot of resources just sent to him. He has no eco, which is probably why he's losing on this side so hard. Like, you would think by now he would have eco. Like, he has nobody, like, has no real buildings, actually. Like, his military buildings are way back here now. So, yeah, I mean, even if Shelby probably should have waited to build that town gate after he got his town center up to get that more pop for up here. Probably what he should have done is throw all these 30 Wolfsarks, build the town center, then build the Titan gate. And this Titan is actually now actually doing a decent amount of work. And I think Sheltie is about to fall apart here. Yeah, I think it's looking doom and gloom here. Oh, look at this! A sneak side build. Interesting. Well, more of a back build, but again, I think at this point, they kill the Wonder. I don't think they win. Yeah, why don't they build Jarl? Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, the one reason you don't build cavalry late game is because they get shredded by towers, but yeah, currently they're not really fighting under towers. Here come the raiding cavalry. Yeah, why did he? Well, he didn't leave it. His Arcus all died, but yeah, this Titan actually on this last 1,000 health is almost doing more than it did on the first 5,000 or 6,000, however many they get. Oh, and this has been spotted out, and then they can just mass Ulfsarks, or Mulsarks. You can just mass mercenaries, but Baldur Rams. If he could have gotten this off without them noticing, maybe he could have done something, but the problem is his back build to attack the Titan Gate is resulting in this, because he has no pop to defend up here. And this Titan, yeah, like, you send 5 or 6 fanatics at this thing and it's dead by now. This is quite the fortress down here from both sides. Oh, this game has a little bit of everything. Alright, we're gonna have 10, about 12 rams coming through. There are no walls around the Wonder. Might actually, those rams might actually kill the town center. Where did Purple's push go? Like, all he really needs to do is throw down a wall down here. And oh, here comes a catapult. Alright, he's probably gonna pop them out once this hill fort goes down. Gonna pop them all out and might be able to get it. No, get your rest out, get your rest. They all go out at the same time. There we go. Okay. Alright. What's gonna happen here? Okay. So if the Titan actually doesn't need to come to the Wonder, that would actually be big. But they're getting path blocked like crazy. I did not lose that game badly. It was a 2v3, which was about a year ago, actually, right about this time. Alright, so he's not getting any value out of those. In fact, the Rams didn't do a single HP damage to the Wonder. Well, that was a fail. And in doing so, he lost his side town center as well. But they are doing a really good job at killing this wall, I must admit. And so now the Titan has to come down and kill it. And I think the Titan will get it. And green now is fading fast, and Fox is holding this side, and will this... Alright, yeah, okay. Oh, where are you going with the... Getting confused, and now you're gonna have like the caravan block, but 5 minutes worth of caravan block, I don't think you can quite manage that. And Teal doesn't really have much going for him right now. Where is all the Teal's crap? Where's his pop? Oh, we have a Titan. Oh, I don't think this Titan's gonna get there in time. This one, come on, run him! You gotta come up here. Oh, and he got, I don't know, I don't think this Titan's gonna do it. This one is still alive. Oh my goodness, this is like the longest living Titan ever. Get your chicks caravan block in. Well, the caravans are also gonna block that Titan. No, he's not gonna be able to kill the Wonder, is he? Took too long to get there. Oh, he's bypassing him. Oh, no, there we go. And one Titan kills another Titan before a Titan can kill a Wonder too. So yeah, this Wonder is not gonna go down. Which is too bad because, amazingly, they are holding on, well, not down here really, but I think it is gonna be the Titan win. Or the Wonder win, I mean. Yeah, it's only gonna do like a few thousand damage, and that's it. I don't think they're gonna get the... Hey, here's your granary spam. And that is GG right there. Wow. The Wonder win. Neither team could push through on anybody. That sucked. Was the Rams all getting caught up. But GG, that was not super lame. I mean, it was a 57-minute game. So at this point, winning with a Wonder isn't, you know, whatever. It's not that bad. Yeah, it's path blocks. I mean, the caravans. I mean, if it's not the caravans path blocking, it's a wall, or if it's not a wall, it's a barracks. But what a game! That went many different ways. Like, it was back and forth, and I thought that maybe the Bonaire team threw it after Green did kind of his strange side build here, where he didn't push through Shelby, and then he lost his 2 town centers. But the Wonder, and that other Titan too, attacking in the back, that really screwed them too. They just kept killing town center after town center. Yeah, there is something. So yeah, the discussion: should Wonders be allowed or not? I mean, at this point in the game, I don't have a problem with it. But you're right, there is kind of some sort of, I don't know, almost like barbaric awesomeness of a no Wonder, just an almost endless, like, couple heavyweights punching back and forth at each other, and eventually after 2 hours somebody wins. But that takes a while. So but yeah, there is something kind of, the two sides just grappling with each other for so long, and eventually someone finally breaks somewhere. Yeah, without the Wonder, who would have won though? Like, the game is still like dead even. I mean, Shelby has the advantage on the top. Sheltie is the disadvantage on the bottom. Honestly, I think that even without the Wonder, I think at this point Sheltie, DoD was going to lose. But you could also argue without the Wonder, then Sheltie doesn't have to make 15 Rams in the back for no reason, and then he doesn't get to this position. So who knows? But it was a nice game. Back and forth we went. Yeah, you're right. The path blocking kind of sucks. I mean, that's the way the game is. I mean, you're talking Age of Mythology path blocking or pathing, which has some issues. And then when you start getting late game and you just got units and buildings everywhere, it's really, really sucks. Like, the Rams getting all path blocked like this, it's unfortunate. But let's look at the settlement count, and we can see just the continual destruction here of the DoD settlements and such. Because I mean, they were ahead 11-7 in settlements and weren't able to push here. And again, I feel like the Ragnarok, even though you got a 117 to about 100 pop reg, just there's almost no value out of the reg. what they could have done is maybe combined a Reg with a Titan, which she probably could have afforded. I mean, Shelby was floating about 50,000 resources, 43, my bad, for so long. But well, let me update the scorecard here. So 3-1 Bonaire. Now, does anybody know what in the world Bonaire even like refers to? 'Cause I don't even know. Bonaire, what is the team name? Make Bonaire great again? Not really sure. That must be some, I don't know. Should they pass block? Should they not? Yeah, because I googled it and I saw it's an island, but I was like, what was it ever great that you could make it great again? You know what I mean? I'm just confused by the concept, and maybe that's the point. But anyway, I'm gonna end the stream. So, um, I might have a stream for you guys tomorrow night of the other semifinals, possibly. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. As far as the tournament, there's an air conditioning company, or maybe anything's possible. Will it happen? Probably not. But there will be some tournament games coming up at some point. I need to get used to maybe this new mouse. My old mouse took a crap, and I had to get a different mouse, which I stopped. I started using and then stopped. But phase through non-military unit. I mean, I guess it depends on what kind of you think. I don't know. You're right. It is kind of weird that you can path block the crap out of a Titan and it kind of loses its entire usefulness. But that's also maybe in some aspects kind of a balancing part of the Titan. But 1,000 units built at 888. How's that? Look at that. 888. 111. Look at this. Jeez, dude. Anyway, so that's it for tonight, guys. I do appreciate you guys watching. It was a nice 4-game set and a very long last game. I wanted to see Erebus, though. Maybe we'll see Erebus in the other semifinals when we get to that. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great weekend. It was fun doing these recorded games. It's been a while since I've done a recorded game stream of the Titans. So it's nice to do that. Yes, the stream is stopping. I have to go to bed. I got kids. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Maybe be here tomorrow night for the other semifinals. We'll see. I've got some tournament games, it looks like, Saturday at 19 GMT, I think. I might stream those as well. We'll see. Otherwise, that's for the True Loke tournament. But we'll see. But anyway, that's it for tonight, guys. More kicked out. Well, he wasn't allowed in, so yeah. That's it for tonight. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm going to close it out, and I'm going to go to bed. So have a good night. See you guys later.